Bill, I guess, first of all in all, the way your girls responded to this challenge against the defending state champions, I have to think it might have even been better than expected.
Yeah, I thought we played a very good game considering how we started. You could see some of the nerves kicked in there a little bit earlier, but I thought we responded very well and came back very poised.
You had a pitcher in the circle who on the roster is listed as a freshman but pitched like a senior out there, and after seeing her be more of a control pitcher throughout the postseason, she all of a sudden became overpowering on the stat sheet today. I think 8 or 9 strikeouts. What can you say about Nikki Becker and the way she performed today?
I tell you what, that girl works hard, and you hit it right on the head there. What poise she has. It's phenomenal. She's a freshman, and you look at her, okay, looking at her, you can see that she looks like a freshman, but boy, she just does not act like one. I think that we're going to be blessed with a good pitcher there in Judah for 3 more years.
Well, I thought she really allowed you to stay in the ball game, especially when you got down 3-1. An inside the park home run, they ruled it up there in the first, and then a couple other an error that started out the second led to more runs. But you showed you could get to their pitcher in the first inning, but it took a while to get back to her. What did you tell your kids in terms of trying to get to Ryan, and what did they have to do in terms of patience at the plate to try to get back in the ball game?
Well, we saw that she was throwing pitches that we could hit. So it's take advantage of those pitches. When she goes up there and throws your pitch, make sure that you're attacking the ball at that time, and kind of the approach we've had all year. And I'm like, just stick to the plan here because we're not out of it yet. Go up there and make good at-bats, try and win your battles, and good things will happen.
And I'm not sure if this was the way it was at the start of the season, but 1 through 9 in the order, you always had a chance. There were girls that could deliver the clutch hit, and I thought that's the way you got back in it today. Excuse me, with being able to put together, run here or run there to get back to 3-3. Was there one of those innings where you scored that stood out as far as being critical to you, that someone really came through that maybe you didn't expect in this situation?
To tell you the truth, no, because like you said, they've been kind of coming through different spots all through the year. But what a clutch hit that Caitlin Steinman had there to drive in that run. I think she made it 3-2 there, and then Alexis pulling the ball down the line. We seen they were giving us a ton of line down there and getting the barrel around and hitting that ball there. That was pretty huge there too.
Now, the key play I have to ask you about was the one involving Haley Kammerer. She lofts that one between the left fielder and the center fielder. They collide. The ball's on the ground. You had the best angle at it, and I think you saw them, take a little time getting it in. It looked as though Haley might have decelerated just a bit rounding second base. Take us through what you saw, what you wanted her to do, and how close was that play at third base?
Boy, that was a close play at third base, but the umpire has the angle and he saw it, and as the coach of the team, I'm like, I wish it would have been safe, but no, he had the angle there, and I'm thinking if I get her to third base there, we got Alexis Gex coming up, been there before, she gets a bunt down, we win the ball game. So I think, to tell you the truth, I think that would have been huge to get her to third base, but just didn't happen. It took a great relay on their part because when she was rounding second base, I seen them bobble the ball one more time, and that's enough. So I'm like, let's take advantage of that. And maybe she did decelerate a little bit coming around second base, but like I said, bang, bang play. Yep. Good play. Good teams make those plays sometimes. So sometimes you just have to say good job on their part. So
definitely, and without question, a great relay throw. As I saw the replay on it, I thought they took time, getting that ball back, but the center fielder hopped right up and hit the relay, right on the money, and then the shortstop then got it to third. So you scratch that one up as to a good chance taken, and then in the top half of the 8th inning, some more craziness and that liner that apparently hit off of Alexis hits off the runner, then back into fair territory. I guess if that's going to be the go-ahead run in a state semifinal game, that's going to be the go-ahead run in a state semifinal game. It was that close.
Yeah, a game like that where two teams are going toe-to-toe, that just figures that's how the thing's going to end. But, they came up, and then after that they got a couple clutch hits. They sat back and waited on a few change-ups and took them the opposite field, which they weren't doing earlier. And I guess third, fourth time through the lineup, you start seeing those things. But unfortunately, they put 3 runs up there, and it was too much for us to come back from.
We got one back. Jessica Kroll with probably the lasting image of this season, the final blow of the year, the home run that hops off the fence and over. And at that point, glimmer of light, but it shows this team never gives up.
Absolutely. And then, after that, Cheyenne Ambler goes and she crushes one to the gap that they make a catch on. So, like you said, if Cheyenne's falls there, then you're right back in it. But again, good teams make good plays, and that's what they did. So.
And finally, Bill, and we really appreciate hanging around here, waiting to talk to us on the FHN postgame show. But we talked about it when you got to state. You know, when you were able to pave a way and blaze a trail, sometimes it makes those who come after you, it makes it easier for them to follow. Can you summarize what this trip to state and the way you played here today in front of all these, fans, family and friends from Judah and Albany, and especially the young girls that were in the audience? I've got to think this is going to have a huge impact on your program.
I really think so, and what an experience. Like you said, the fans, they're phenomenal up there cheering and chanting, and you just can't beat them. They're the best fans in the world, and the support you get. And yeah, the kids, they're already talking about looking up to, you see some of these girls walking around, some of these young kids, and they're like, she's a high school softball player, and they're going to state. So I think that that's going to be a big boost for the program and keep things going the right way.
Well, Bill Davis, tremendous season. It's been fun to follow the ride here to Goodman Diamond. And tell you what, I'm not sure a lot of people expected you to take the defending state champs to 8 innings, but you did it. And you started Championship Saturday here on the final day of the high school softball season off with a bang. And even though in a loss, a great year and a great game today. And we thank you so much for your time.
I thank you very much.
All right, Bill Davis here on the FHN Postgame Show. And we will keep it right here.